This is a quick look at the Bladerunners Alpha Beast Mutant that is called the DaBird Mutant. We had raffled off a special mutant. Matt Cook did one exclusively for DaBird, a recent JD member that passed recently, Jerry Lamenka. He did a special exclusive mutant that we raffled off. You know, just to kind of help out his family and everything. So I wanted to just show it here. The guy who won it was Johnny B. Moore, and he was kind enough to send it off my way first so I could do videos and pictures of it before it went off to him. I'm glad he did, because this thing is an absolute just knockout, home run, amazing work by Matt Cook, and I really wanted everyone to be able to get a closer look at it before I went off to Johnny. So thanks, Johnny, for sending it our way so everyone can have a closer look. I also have my personal Alpha Beast. This is from the last run of the mid-tech models before we went full production. I have it here just so you guys kind of see what Matt did in comparison to the stock model. So Matt sent it to me. He sent it to me in this leather wrap. And one thing about Matt, it's kind of off topic, but every time he sends a knife over to me, that thing is just packaged incredibly well. Like, it's either like blocked into some styrofoam or something, or, you know, in this case he had it like in this wrap, which was in a foam pocket, which was in another foam pocket, which was in another one, and which was wrapped in bubble tape. It was crazy. So definitely sends them very secure. But here it is. This is the DaBird Mutant. Just an awesome job. And even in HD, I'll tell you guys, it really just doesn't do this knife justice. This thing just came out absolutely stunning. The color is actually a blue-purple, depending on how you look at it. And the spacers and the notches that he did along the edges of the knife here are green. I'm not really sure how Matt does it, but he's done a couple knives that I've handled, whether it's mutants or other pass-around knives I've handled of his. He anodizes in this way where he kind of gets two colors out of the anodization process. So it's very tricky to show on camera, but in one angle it'll look blue, kind of like now, and then in another angle it'll look more purple. This is not the best example. It's a little bit easier to see if you're holding it in person, but as you can see, it kind of just contrasts. The reflection of the light's kind of getting in the way, but it's very cool. And it's kind of interesting because under like natural light, it actually looks like a very matte blue, but the purple looks like it has a little bit more of a sheen to it. So very cool anodization process. That's the one of the first things is this color combo, the green chevrons and the green notches, in contrast to this blue-purple side, is just amazing. Now, the blade is a special grind. As you can see, the stock one is up top here. So he ground it in this special spear point. Very cool. The top is not sharp. It's actually, it looks sharp, but it does have some meat there, so it won't cut you if you're flipping. Very cool. And I just like how this part right here, if you look closely, I don't know why, but I just think it's cool how this kind of comes to how he ground that to where it becomes narrow. It's just really sweet how he did that, and it comes to a really thin line here, and then it kind of extends out. So the blade is a special grind, and I think this on this side. You can see he put DaBird right there. Very cool. And on the latch, he also put Bird on this side, and on the other side it says JD for Jersey Devil. Now, at first glance, it kind of looks like he just did different texturing for the handles, and he certainly did. But on closer inspection, one other main difference, he did this on the Refraction Mutant. He rounded off the handles, so the stock model has this beveled edge here. It's kind of like at an angle going down. That's how the stock one is. If you look at this Mutant here, it's actually rounded off. So the handles are round. And I handled the Refraction model as well. He did that. He rounded it off. It feels really cool. Feels really cool. Not as edgy. Some people might actually prefer that. So he rounded it off first, and then he went ahead and put the notches down the handle. Just looks amazing. Attention to detail is phenomenal on this particular piece. I like how even on the part of the chevron here, he even put notches right here and here, so it's kind of looks chipped, almost like the fossil in a way. They're down here too. See that? And the fact that the chevrons and the notches are this flat green, along with the spacers on the inside of the handle slabs, it's a great contrast. It just looks amazing. This one actually feels a little bit lighter. I think it's because he took a little bit more material off the blade, and because maybe through the process of rounding the handles and doing some of this notch work, it probably just affected the weight a little bit. I noticed it on the Refraction as well in handling it. It was a little bit felt a little bit lighter than the stock model. Johnny was asking me if these notches here, if you really felt it, like if it felt kind of like jimping when you held it. It definitely does make the grip feel more secure, but at the same time, these are not rough. So when I was flipping it, don't really it gives you a little bit more feedback, but it doesn't hinder flipping in the sense that it's rougher on your hands. At least not for me. I mean, it's pretty smooth, so it felt good and it flipped awesome. Also, Matt just really dialed in to tune this knife real well. That's the play. After I flipped it a little bit, not much at all. Real tight, very smooth action. So that is the DaBird Mutant. I really wish Jerry was around to see it. He really would have loved it. But I know Johnny is going to enjoy it a lot. So again, thanks to him for letting us hang on to it for a little while. I know he's really itching to get his hands on it. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more updates on BRS knives and gear.